Hey YouTube, welcome to Blue Sky Belly Laugh Club. If it's your first time, thanks for joining. If you've seen some of our videos before, thanks for coming back. My name's Mike, this is Dwayne. Angie behind the camera, say hey. I'm gonna let Dwayne talk about it. Getting ready doing this nice maiden on this pretty bird.
Hello, what we have here is Freewing's T33 from Motion. It's been out for a number of years. It's new to us. This is the first time we've had one. It's got a little bigger motor than the original ones come out. In terms of the full scale, this airplane was first introduced back in the 40s as the P-80 fighter, and that was subsequently, after a few years, replaced by the F-86, and they stretched the P-80 a little, put in another extended cockpit, and renamed it the T33. So it's a very supposed solid airplane with a wide flight envelope. It's basically stock with the exception is we put some rivets on the panel line, we put a little piece of trim here, and we put a light on the nose, which it didn't come with. And it has an afterburner. Now I know before you purists tell me that this airplane in full scale didn't have an afterburner, we know that.
We know.
But we like the looks of it in the air, it just adds to the presence.
Yeah, like we said, the prettiest plane's the one you like.
So it's not ideal conditions here this evening. We have a 500-foot runway, but we have about a crosswind at about 8 to 10 mile an hour. So,
12.
So we'll see what happens.
All right. Getting ready for the flight, maiden flight. Okay, YouTube, we're back. Getting ready to maiden the T33. Here's what we're going up against.
20.
No problem for this cat, though. As I've said before in other videos, he's the best pilot down here. So here we go.
I kind of wish you hadn't said that.
Nah, I've said it before, you've done fine.
Gear up, flaps up.
I'm guessing you let it roll out a little bit on takeoff, just for a little more scale.
Yeah, I wanted to see if it would
take off on its
If it
own.
would take off on its own. I think I need a little bit of trim.
Okay, you need help or you got it?
Well, if I can get it turned around here.
Okay. Tell me what you need. We always help each other out on our maiden flight, guys.
I need just 3 or 4 clicks up trim, and I already did it.
Okay.
Flight
and I had to put in
22.9 volts.
She looks good.
She's getting better.
No, I mean, just the looks of it. What's your thoughts? You okay right now?
Okay, it's feeling pretty stable now.
Okay.
Again, we've got stabilization on, or it would be pretty bumpy, but it's locked in fairly decent.
No, it looks good for that crosswind, really. Not bad at all. So I was going to say earlier, one thing that we've done, now he did the trims himself, but I always rely on Dwayne, especially if you guys had the joy of seeing my Mirage video, the maiden flight. So he'll give me help hands-on co-pilot and do the trims for me. But he was able to handle it pretty good. But yeah, looks pretty good.
So we've tried a little roll. There's a little inverted.
22.4 volts.
We're getting, again, the telemetry on the voltage, so we're not relying on the timer. I'm going to go up and see how another little roll.
Nice presence. Tell you what, those external tanks really help.
Yeah, they look nice on
orientation, they look good.
I'm going to come across. I'm going to do a little bit of
Flight
a
pack,
half-loop.
22.3 volts.
I'm going to come down the straightaway here and
get a feel.
See how the rudder effectiveness is. Oh, that's nice.
That's nice.
That is nice.
I mean,
It
for a
locks
good
in.
crosswind, that's nice.
And given how small
Yeah.
that rudder surface is.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to try a,
Takeoff
with
flaps.
takeoff
Time
flaps, I'm
remaining
going to try a
1
slow
minute. Flight
flyby
pack,
Okay.
22.
just to see how it behaves at slower speed in this crosswind.
Man, it's still,
Well, that's pretty solid.
I'm saying it's still staying relatively straight.
That's nice. Now I'm going to come back around, and this is somewhat aerobatic from what I've seen in the other videos of guys trying it, so I'm going to do a little Emmelman turn.
30 seconds. Flight pack, 21.6.
Well, that was a little rough.
I think you might be getting a little wind up there. But do you find it as easy to see as I do?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Okay. He likes to do those little pass-bys a little closer than I'm a little comfortable with. All right, you're feeling pretty good right now.
Flight pack, 22.2
Nice.
volts. Time expired.
You usually don't do that to your second or third flight.
It had a little surprise on me that it snapped
At the end.
during the recovery. That's kind of a sloppy avalanche.
How do you spell that? No, I'm kidding.
No, for a first flight in the wind, it really feels good.
1 volt.
Very nice.
And I know it's been out for a number of years, so it's a proven airframe. It seems to have a wide flight envelope, and it's got a lot of power.
I think I heard 21.1. Is that what I heard? On telemetry?
I wasn't listening.
Okay. We'll pay attention. 'Cause like I said before, this video, earlier, and other videos, we go off telemetry to let us know what's left in the tank instead of the timer.
This does
20.9.
20.9.
this does aerobatics pretty well.
Yeah,
Gear down.
it's locked in.
Takeoff flaps. Landing flaps.
Okay, we're going to try a landing and see how it behaves. And I can see right off that when you get out of power, it stops in this wind.
Flight pack, 21.8 volts.
Well,
It slows very quickly.
I think we popped a gear, Dwayne.
I think so too.
Yeah. I think that old wind picked up a little bit there at the end. I think
It
it's
surprised me on how it quit flying so quickly.
I mean, that surprised me a little bit.
Yeah, it really,
How much that crosswind got you compared to the earlier
it just
one.
kept, it's not a floater.
No.
I can see that right now.
Yep.
You're going to have more power in a wind like this to bring it straight in.
Front nose gear's okay?
Oh, seems to be.
Yeah.
9 volts.
As we know, that could have been a lot worse. All right, YouTube, we're back. Let's do a little post-flight chat about what happened out there. Flight was great. Looked really good. I know you said there was a couple things, but from my
Yeah,
perspective and Angie's, it was really a good flight.
The plane handled very well. Again, we've probably got a 10 or 12 mile an hour crosswind, but even with that crosswind, it was very solid. It did a few little things different than I'm used to because it's got a straight wing as opposed to a swept wing, so it's going to act a little different in the maneuvers. Overall, the only real surprise was we come into land, we are coming in a little bit on an angle because of the crosswind, and I don't know if it's the straight wing combined with the tip tanks, but the airplane really surprised me at how slow it got so quickly. And I'm adding rolling back power in, and the power didn't seem to kick in quite as quick, so we landed a little short of the runway and pulled the main gear out, but they're easy fixes, a little slight cosmetic here and there, but it's not a happy time flight-wise when you have a landing like that, because we're not used to that. So it's a good airplane. I highly recommend it. Again, as we said at the beginning, it's not brand new. It's been around for several years through Motion. But in terms of an easy, predictable flying jet, it's good.
All right. Good post flight. So thanks for joining us.
Subscribe.
Yeah, like, subscribe, share, that stuff she does for
Right.
us. But again, we're going to show it to you. Great flight, little mishap on the landing, but we're going to show it to you what happens, and hopefully with what Dwayne said about the characteristics of the little crosswing helps you guys out. So again, next time, the little cosmetic, which I may have rubbed off on this guy a little bit when it comes to the cosmetic. I think that bothers us more than actually repairing
Yeah.
a jet, is fixing the cosmetic. Because as we all know, matching silver is a pain in the...
But
Yeah.
But the fixes are fairly simple. It's just
Yep.
a matter of the big challenge is getting a silver paint that is an exact match so that you don't have blemishes that jump out at you.
Yeah.
But it's doable. It's just,
Yeah.
it's not something we like to do.
No, we like him to look pretty, and we'll show you what pretty means and devastation and rebuilds, and you can't match the paint, so you completely change the color of the paint. We'll show you that in the next video. So again, thanks. Like, subscribe, share. And we'll be back. See ya.